Hack the box. Machine Archetype. Foothold. Before in the enumeration process, we are able to get the file prod.ts-config. We see that it contains a SQL connection string, containing credentials for the local Windows user archetype SQL-SVC. In the Foothold process, we will try to penetrate the SQL server port 1433. We will use a tool called IMPacket to connect to the SQL server. IMPacket is a collection of Python classes for working with network protocols. Cloning the GitHub repository IMPacket. After the repository is successfully cloned, changing directory to IMPacket, example folder. There we will try to run mssqlclient.py file. After executing the file, it throws some traceback error to us. Let's try to solve that error. The above traceback error is thrown because the script is not able to grab the utils.py file. To fix the error, copy the utils.py file in our current directory. After copying the file, modify the mssqlclient.python file. The line which causing the error. Let's modify that line as After modifying, let's try to run the script again. Cool, now the error is not thrown and we successfully solved the traceback error, as we are able to get the Windows auth earlier with the prod.ts-config file. We will try to supply it as per the given instruction, copying the domain name and username. Copying the password. Supplying the IP address of Archetype machine. We forgot to supply the -Windows-auth option. Before running the cmd shell command, we can use the srv rollmember function to reveal whether the current SQL user has sysadmin, highest level, privileges on the SQL server. This is successful, and we do indeed have sysadmin privileges. This will allow us to enable xpcmd shell and gain RCE on the host. Let's attempt this by inputting several configuration commands. The VUMI command output reveals that the SQL server is also running in the context of the user archetype SQL SVC. However, this account doesn't seem to have administrative privileges on the host. Let's attempt to get a proper shell and proceed to further enumerate the system. We can save the PowerShell reverse shell. The code consists of several commands separated by semicolons. The client variable is assigned the target IP address and port. The stream variable gets a network stream class to facilitate sending and receiving data. The byte array called bytes is used as buffer. We then enter into the while loop, which contains various lines required for reading and writing data to the network stream. Lastly, a call is made to close the client connection. This code can be rolled into an admittedly lengthy one-liner to be executed at the command prompt. Adding correct IP address to the PowerShell command. This one-liner may seem very tedious at first glance, but there is no need to memorize it. We would likely copy and paste this type of command, replacing the IP and port number, during a live penetration test. Saving that command in a file as shell.ps1. Hosting the PowerShell file with the help of Apache web server. Copying that file in var www HTML directory. After copying the file, starting the Apache web server. Also starting up a Netcat listener on port 443. We can now issue the command to download and execute the reverse shell through xpcmd shell. Make sure that you add your correct IP address because our shell.p S1 file is hosted there, which will allow us to create a reverse shell connection. Cool, a shell is received as SQL SVC, and we can get the user.txt on their desktop. Further, we will do privilege escalation and will capture the flag successfully. Thank you.